Alright, for everybody who doesn't know, my name is Sauce Houston. Either one, because everybody who knows me calls me. I'm going to do a little basic tutorial series for the character Cetrion Force of Nature variation. Um, I'm doing this so late into the game cycle. I mean, it's not late, it's pretty early to be honest, but I feel like Cetrion is a really strong character, but I feel like this is the only variation that I really like and enjoy using. Um, what else? I mean, I know there's only probably like a couple, not even a handful of people who actually use this variation. Off the top of my head, I can only name Shujinki. That's the only player who I actually think can think of at the moment, besides myself. I'm gonna start this tutorial off by saying this is probably gonna be like a 6-part tutorial, and each of these tutorials is gonna be 3 parts of each one. This is gonna be the basic tutorial video, basically going over her normals, her strings, and her special moves. I'm gonna start off with the normals. Start off with the pokes. She has really strong pokes. You'll see her 2 strongest pokes being her down 3 and her down 4. Her down 3 and her down 4 are really good. We'll start with her down 3. It's a 9-frame low. It does have the ability to anti-air as well. It's pretty strong. It also has the ability to go into also more, how can I say, more options off of their strings. So I'm gonna set it to where it's gonna do, let's say someone gets back 1. Alright. You know? Alright, so her back, Sonya's back 1 is high. You know, it's a 9-frame high. But our down 3 is really good at low profiling along with our down 4. So where we can actually just duck under. We don't have to worry about that. I'm gonna actually set it up for another option too. Record slot 2. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna actually put these on random. Random. Okay. Okay, there we go. Random. See. It'll just beat every option. I didn't time it right that time. So it's just to beat every option there. An exceptional down 3 as an anti-air. Down 4 works, but I would most likely use down 3 just because of the hitbox it has on it. I mean, you can't really get much better than that hitbox right there, to be honest with you. We're gonna go over her down 4 now. Her down 4. It's a 10-frame low attack that also low profiles, so it'll do the same thing down 3 does, but it'll have a little bit more range. It'll have a little bit more active frames to it as well. And it gives you a little bit more hit advantage. That leaves you at +10, leaves you at +16. And this is going to be important when I go over the next couple of options, key normals that she has. Her down 1's okay. It's on the slower side of pokes. It doesn't really have the range as her other normal that I'm about to show, but it's decent. We'll just say that it's decent. It's not bad, it's not good, it's decent. Now we have her standing 1. Her standing 1 is regarded as one of the better standing 1s in the game, actually. I'm going to show you an instance of that real quick. Because of how plus it is, and the range that you get with it being plus. You have this. I'm going to show you why it's so good in a second, because this +3 is good, but some characters' plus frames don't lead to anything. Hers leads into a 3-way mix-up. It's a really good anti-air as well. Probably one of the better anti-air normals in the game, in my opinion. As you can get a lot off of it if you're not bad like I am. So yeah, that's 22% right there. We're gonna get into combos in another video. I just want to show it off that it anti-airs really solidly. And I'm gonna show y'all as well why it is a really good normal that leads into something bigger string wise in the next portion of the video. Her 4-2 is a really good mid. It's a really good mid. So 14 frame start of mid, plus 9 on hit, which you'll probably never do this. Well, you will do it as a stagger, and I'm gonna show you why on block real quick. This is really good because it's -4 on block, and it has good pushback. Like the hitbox on it is really bigger than what it seems. So like right here, you're literally doing this. Literally, this is what you're doing. You're checking them with down 4s for if they have advancing strings. You're doing 4-2 if they're looking timid. And because this is so good, and the options you get off of this is so good, that you can do 4-2 into micro dash grab sometimes, man. That's how good of a string of a normal it is. We have standing 4. This you're not gonna do in the neutral really, because it has 0 range on it, no range at all. But what you will be using this for is max damage. It gives you the max damage really in the middle of strings and stuff, combos. It'll give you max damage in the corner and stuff, and it leaves people standing. So it leaves them standing. So if they get hit in the middle of combo, you get resets. And I'm gonna show you why this is important in about like 4 or 5 videos down on why this is important for a Force of Nature Cetrion. It's also +3 on block as you just saw. It's plus 3. So, you know, it's gonna lead into the same little mind game that Standing 1 did, but with way bigger risks. So that's why I use it mostly after the end of combos in the corner for the plus frames, because it doesn't have that much pushback on it. Another key normal is standing 3. This isn't a normal you're gonna use in like in pressure. You're not gonna use this in like to end block strings. You're gonna use this in combos with. So I'm gonna give you a little snippet of a combo on why you would use this. It's gonna be a crush and blow combo. It's a meaty. So if they don't do anything, they just get up, they're gonna get hit with that rock. If they do something, if they just block. Oh, I messed up on trash. You're now +4. You can get +5. I even got it to be +6. This move by itself is just +2. I'm gonna show you why this is important, because it's a hard knockdown. So it guarantees stuff like that. It guarantees you to do stuff like this. You know, like guarantees you setups that you wouldn't normally get. Even on standing opponents, it's pretty good. Oh man, messed up. So you know, you're still gonna get your plus range, your setups, and your Oki. I'm gonna get into that in the last little bit, because that's gonna be a little difficult to get into for Cetrion. But that's why this is the key normal that will be really used a lot for this variation. Her standing 2 is a 9 frame high, but if you want to get a little bit more damage on your punishes, this is the way to go, especially because it leads into a crushing blow, and this is her main damage and combo string. So standing 2 is really big for like punishes. It's 1 frame slower than standing 1, but it also has a lot of uses I'm gonna get into whenever it has the string wise. So this is really good for your punishes. Learn which punish to use, because standing 1 has more range than standing 2 does. Like right there, they both have about like the same range, but depending on the blocks done and all that, you're gonna want to use one or the other. Her best with punishing normal is forward 1. It's a 9 frame high, and look at the range. It has more range than standing 1, standing 2, not more than standing 3, but standing 3 you will never use as a punish, because you won't get anything off of it besides stuff like that. And in this variation, you don't get big damage, but you do get a 12%, you know, a little quick 12% combo that you can get. You can get Oki off of it. I mean, you can get a little bit of stuff off of it, you know. And mostly what you're doing for this is just gonna be confirming the low pound. think that's all the key normals. Her jump attacks. I'm gonna go over her jump attacks. Her jump 1 is really good for jumping into opponents. It has a really good downward air, a little good downward hitbox on it. Her jump 2 is a really good air to air. Her jump 3 and her jump 4 have the same animation. They're always good. You know, their jump kicks. I'm gonna show you the air to air real quick so y'all can see that. So, you know, get you a little quick, a little air to air, 26% off of that, you know. So that's why it's really good. Next we're gonna get into her strings, and this is actually a really good thing. Her strings are really good. Off her standing 1, which is a +3 frame. I'm gonna start with this because this is what really makes the base of Cetrion. Her standing 1 is +3, so they gotta go. I'm gonna get into more detail with this in the mind game section, which is probably gonna be like 2-3 videos down. But she has real good mind games. She can go standing 1 into down 4, standing 1 into grab, micro grab, or she can just do the string. It's a -8 string, but with the pushback like that, I usually go straight into ground pound. So like characters like Sonya, they can't do anything with that, you know. And especially now that she has a cancel, so she can do stuff like this. I keep messing up. So she can be at -4 now, and you're in 4-2 range. So now they gotta make the guess on: are you gonna do both of them? Do they jump out and take the chance to get anti-aired? Do they just block and then get mixed now? Or like what do they want to do, you know? It's a cool visual effect. Once she does her ground pound, she has a little sparkling moves right there. It's a little cool aesthetic as well. I really like looking at that. But that's her 1-1. Her 1-1 also is really good because it's -2. It's a -2 string. And she can go into down 4 for like, if Sonya does back 1 or 1-1, I mean 1-3, whatever, she can go down 4, it'll blow that up. She can back dash in the 4-1-3 if they're rushing, they want to advance. She can go into ground pound. Ground pound, it has a gap right here, so be careful. If they, I think, I want to say it's 7 to 8 frames. If they have a poke that fast, they can trade with you. So, I mean, be careful about that. That's something to be careful about. But if they start doing that, and you know you're spacing on it, you can start doing stuff like this, you know, because it has a different timing on this than it does for this. And even then, if they do block this, now you're -4 again, and you're in the same range, you know. So now you can start doing stuff like that. If they see the cancel, you can do down 4, evade high, some mids, like even you can even do stuff like this. You know, like, it's all types of mind games that I'm gonna get into in another video. Her 4-2-3, 4-2-3-4 string is really good. It's -10, -9, so it's punishable, full combo punishable for some characters on their standing 1. But I'm gonna show you why this is good. Because now this is it's mid-low overhead, but she also has now mid-low low, mid-low overhead, 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 mid-low low cancel grab, mid-low, back up into stuff like that. You know, she even has stuff like this. You know, that has a different timing to get rid of. She can, once you get in condition, you can start doing stuff like double low off of like this. Oop, I keep messing up. You know, you could do like back 3 into it. It's really hard to get the back 3 into it though. So you can do stuff like that. You know, like that's 4 lows that got blocked in a row. So I mean, you can even do stuff like, oh man, I keep messing up. Like that, you know, it's a lot of mind games you can do with that. I'm gonna get into another video. 2-1-2 is a good string because if they reversal, most of the time they try to reversal with a high or a grab. It leads into her crushing blow mind game where they're down 2. She also has 2-1-3. This is really big in this variation. This is really big in all 3 of her variations. But it's really big in this one because not only is it a safe string that can't be flawless blocked, but it ends in an overhead, so that gives her a 50-50 of pound being safe as well. You know, so, and also the string stagger by itself is -1 and leaves you in this range right here to do down 3. So I mean, it's a really good string in itself as well. What else? Her back 3-2 string is it's a low starter. It ends in a mid that's safe. This fall is blockable. Anything you do after back 3 is fall is blockable, but it is a safe stagger in itself, you know. It's pretty much all her key strings that she has, you know, that you're gonna be using. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, man. For 1-1, you can do sweep after this as well. Sweep is really good because it's 14 frame startup and it's relatively safe, you know. Has good range on it, and you know, like you could do stuff like 2-1, da da da, go into sweep, it'll blow stuff up as well. Now onto her special moves. This is a really good thing. To be a good Cetrion, a Force of Nature Cetrion especially, you have to understand her special moves. You have to understand when to use them, how to use them, and what each one does. So her Hell's Wrath is a air projectile that is -17 on block. You can amplify it to be -14 on block. This is really strong for Spring Cleaning and Born Again, but it's really strong in this variation because it pushes them back. This is where you want them to be at. This is a good spot for you because you can do low pound now. Low pound is really good in zoning because you can cancel it. Like, you can cancel this, so they have to make the choice. Are you gonna cancel or not? You don't, you get a knockdown, you can get that going again. You cancel, you can start throwing boulders. You can start doing stuff like triple lows now, so they got block lows 3 times. You can start doing stuff like, you know, getting them full screen again, setting up your zoning, you know. And you also have the classic rock toss, you know. It's a frame trap, which I'm gonna get into that in a second. In another video, because this is +24, and your stomp starts out in 22 frames, so it's a 2-frame frame trap. So if you get it right on time, it's gonna frame trap them. So you can do stuff like that, you know, get it going with that, and it's just a really good time for you. She also has her air boulder along, but now you can also cancel her boulder. So let's say you're playing against a Scorpion or somebody with a teleport, you can use the cancel on it to bait stuff, because it still comes out slow, but you can use it to bait, or you can even use it for a situation like this. I messed up. I hate that up motion. So you can do stuff like that. If you're really cocky and you want to get them like to move, you can do stuff like that. You know, like, you're gonna get a lot of chip damage in this variation. So I mean, all of her moves are really solid. They're really good. I would say the main thing you want to do is learn the spacing for her moves, especially the spacing. You want to learn mind games with your zoning. You also have this, her Tendril Pull. It's a really good move. It's -35, so I would never do it on block. It's good for your combo extension. It's good for full screen. Like if you want to catch somebody blocking late, you get a crush and blow off of it. But learn like your spacing for this. Learn when to use it, when to amplify it. Like that's one thing that you gotta learn how to do. Same with her wall. Like you gotta learn like when you're gonna do it. When you're gonna cancel and stuff. So this is gonna be pretty much the end of this video for her basics, for her normal strings and special moves. And the next video that I have coming up for y'all, I'm gonna be going over her game plan, what her neutral is, what her footsies, mind games, and mix-ups as well. So after that, I'm gonna have her pressure, how you're gonna go into cancels from her strings, what you can get off of them, hit confirms and block confirms, what you're gonna do for that as well. So those are the 2 videos I have coming up next. As always, y'all be safe out here, and lab get better, and we're all gonna be out there one day. Y'all be good.